What's up, Rider fam? Welcome back to a brand new whip review. I'm back at Audi West Chapel, and today I have the pleasure to bring you the 2023 Audi Q3. So in this video, I'm going to tell you the top 5 things that you need to know about this car right here. Before we get started, if you are new to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now so you don't miss out on any other video that I'll post in the future, and also enjoy the other reviews that I have on the channel. So now, if you're already part of the fam, thank you so much for your support. Without further ado, let's get in the review. Let's ride. So this is the 2023 Audi Q3. Let's take a quick walk around it as usual. So this color right here, this is the black Mythos or Mythos. I'm not sure how to say it exactly. Audi can only tell me, but it sounds like a Greek god name to me. So Mythos or Mythos the Mighty, whatever. You can say it however you want to say it. It's still the same color. It's black. All right, so here you have fully LED headlights. So you have dynamic turn signal and daytime running light. And you can see the shape of the daytime running light. It looks like a reverse Nike swoosh to me. Very cool piece of design right here. And Audi is pretty much the king of light or LED lights, so there's no going away from that. So going lower, you have this piece of design right here. It's only for design purpose. It do not feed air to the brakes or stabilize the car, anything like that. So it's just a piece of design. It looks very sporty. So to the center, you have a sporty lip as well. Going higher, you have the Audi octagonal single frame grille. This is the Audi signature, of course. And it's gonna feed air to the engine and the radiator to cool off everything. And you can see the matte silver right here going around the grille that pretty much complement the black color of the car. Very cool choice of color right there. And then the Audi rings are all chrome right there. So you can already expect that the rings are gonna be chrome at the back as well. So they can be all black if you have a black optic package on the car. So the grille would be all black. Everything, every piece that is chrome or matte silver would be black. That's what the black optic package does. And you have the Quattro badge over here. So this car has the Quattro all-wheel drive system. So now let's see what we have to the side. To the side, you have 18-inch wheels, and I think this is the proper size for this car. So this is a small SUV, so you do not need massive wheels on the car, although they can look good. But Audi sends this one with 18-inch, and they can also send them with 19-inch wheels. But by looking at the wheel arch right there, I think you can fit 20, why not? But other than that, Audi judged that 18 and 19 are the best fit for the car. So we can go with that. So you have the S-Line badge over here. This car is a Premium Plus S-Line. And you can see at the bottom of the door, you have this gray, this dark gray seal looking like a skirt at the bottom, make the car look very sporty as well from the side. And you can see all the character lines starting from the front. There's this piece of design that kind of like come up a little bit, then in the middle, and you can see it come back up when you get to the rear fender right there. And they're very bold and pronounced, so you can see the fender comes out, so give the car like a very muscular type look, I would say. So around the window, you have chrome, and on top you have chrome as well. You can pretty much place a roof rack on top if you need extra storage to carry like bikes, keys, whatever you want to carry on top of the car. So this is what you have right here. And again, if you have black optic package, this will be blacked out and this will be blacked out as well. So the mirror cap is the body color. Sometimes they can be chrome as well, especially that's on the S models, but on this one it's body color. So now let's see what we have at the back. So at the back right here, you have a nice roof spoiler. So when the air comes through, it's just gonna keep going. So this definitely helps the car with aerodynamics. It's gonna give you that downforce that's gonna keep the car grounded. So going lower here, you have chrome rings, as I mentioned before, Q3 badge over there, Quattro badge over here, fully LED tail lights, and they actually look great. And you have the dynamic turn signal at the back as well. Let me just show that real quick. There you go, lock it. So going lower, so you have the sensors, the parking sensors on the bumper right here lined up, and you have 2 reflectors, one on each side. So going even lower, so you have the bumper looking like a diffuser. It's a style, pretty much, it's a design. Right here you have non-functional exhaust. The actual exhaust are actually behind the bumper and facing the ground. So this is a bit plasticky but very solid, so Audi know what they're doing, so I wouldn't complain at all and trust Audi pretty much. So now, usually on these cars you can have keyless entry on the trunk. So with your key in your pocket, all you gotta do is a small key to the bumper. There we go, just takes a second and just comes up. You can stop it at any time using the button right here, and you can use the same button to bring it back down. So everything is automatic. That's the keyless entry. Now let's keep going to the side. This car is a very small SUV, so you can see by its length from the side. So this car, it is 176.6 inches long, it is 72.8 inches wide, and 62.9 inches tall. So with that height, you can already tell that you're gonna have great headroom at the back. It's gonna be great traveling in this car for sure, I can already tell. So now, as I show at the back, we have the keyless entry, and we have it on all four doors as well. So to unlock the car, all you gotta do, keep your key in your pocket or your bag, just place your hand behind the handle, and you unlock it just like this. So now, if you need to lock it after you get out, all you gotta do is press the little sensor, and you lock it. So it's on all four doors. This is the keyless entry. So now, let's check out the inside of the car. All right, so now jumping inside the Q3. So this is pretty much what you would expect from an Audi. So everything is luxurious inside. So you have all leather interior. So everything is looking great, nicely laid out in front of you. So you have fully leather seats right here. So they are kind of sport inspired, but they're not totally sport seats, as they are not bucket seats. They're just like comfort seats, but sport inspired. So here you can see all the stitching on the seat, so you can see that's luxury right there. So you can see this leather armrest in the middle with the stitching as well. So two cup holders in the middle. You have the 12-volt socket right there, parking brake. You still have this stick right here instead of having that the little shift knob that you would get in an A5, in an A7. Pretty much all the other models, they have the shift knob, but this in the Q3 you still have the stick here. It's very old school, but still very practical as well. For the size of the car, I think this fits well. They move the Audi front box to here instead of underneath the armrest like in other Audis. So you have the climate control here, you still have the buttons, and you have the MMI system right here. It's a screen, touch screen, and over here you have a all leather steering wheel, multifunction, and you have the Audi virtual cockpit right behind it. So you can see here this bar. It has an LED light inside it, so this is what's gonna give you the ambient lighting at night. And also, you can see the gray, everything like from the outside to the inside, it just match. So you have the matte silver here as well, so everything is cool. And I like the door handles, you can see how they're facing down, and it reminds me, it's the same design as the LED up front. So the reverse Nike swoosh, that's very cool. So everything follows inside from the outside. So the dashboard is very nice, all leather, good material right there, and Quattro badge on the dash here. Decent sized glove box. You can fit pretty much a lot of items in here, to be honest. So very cool, and you have a lot more storage underneath here as well. So this car is practical all around. So there's this the little bin right here is very decent size as well, so you can place a lot of items in here. And you have a panoramic sunroof in this car, so nice view of the sky from the front, and also people at the back can enjoy it as well. They have their own sunroof at the back, so it's panoramic, it goes all the way back. So now I'm going to put the driver's seat all the way back and see how far my legs can reach. So I am 6 feet tall, so this is as far as it goes. So, and I can still reach the brake pedal as easy as I want. The gas pedal is, even though it's a little bit pushed to the far right, but I can still reach it no effort without overextending my legs. So if you're over 6 feet, you can drive this car easily. And if you are less than 6 feet, you can just adjust everything. You have power seats, of course, which is what you expect in a luxury car. And you can adjust your steering wheel however you want as well. So now let's check how it is at the back. All right, so now let's jump at the back of the Q3. So, jumping at the back right here, I can already tell you that the seat at the back are super comfortable. Same treatment as the people up front. So very cool material right there, very, very comfortable. I can sit here for a long time, take a nap, travel, whatever. And I can see the sun too, so the view at the back is amazing. All right, so you can see that you get the same treatment as the people up front. leather seats, very, very comfortable. And you get the luxury to even move the seats at the back forward and back. So the center and the left side, they move together, and the right side moves independently. There you go. And you can see the leg room that I have here. I still have the driver's seat pushed back a little bit. So if you have a normal size driver in front of you, you can already tell that you're gonna have a lot of headroom, a lot of knee room at the back. So no issues at all. So this is pure comfort, and this is why people love the Q3. This is one of the best selling Audi ever. And you can see underneath the door, you can see the ambient lighting that I was talking about before. So right here at the center, so you have two vents, as you have 3-zone climate control in this car, so you can control the temperature at the back independently. And you have 2 USB-C connectivity for fast charging, and you do have a 12-volt socket here as well for old school charging. And on the door, you have the same material as the front. So now let's check out the trunk. All right, so now let's check the trunk real quick. Let me pop it open. So as it's opening, so you can see the entire back opens up. So this is a hatch, so it gives you a lot of access to the back, so you don't have to keep fighting, go under anything to put anything like in any small car. So let's see how big this is real quick. Oh, there we go. So you can pretty much fit a whole person in here. Not that I encourage anybody to fit people at the back, but this is to show you how big it is, and the dimension is going to show it right here. There we go. So this is how big the trunk is. The car is very practical, so from the front all the way to the back, so you don't have to worry about anything. It's very convenient and practical at the same time. So now let's go back up front to talk about the MMI system. La 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 la. Okay, now we are back up front to talk about the MMI system. So let's start with the center. So typically you would get the Audi front box underneath the armrest, but in this car they moved it right here, right underneath the screen in the climate control. So you have a wireless pad right here to charge your phone, and you have 2 USB-C connectivity on the side as well for faster charging and good connectivity to the MMI system. So also in the Audi front box, when your phone is in there, it also serves as a signal booster using the antenna of the car to give you better service inside the car. So that's very convenient right there. So a little bit higher, this is where you have the climate control. In this car, you still have the old school buttons. In other Audis, like the A7, A6, you would get 2 screens, one for the MMI, one for the climate control. But in this one, you have the old school way. So a lot of drivers still find the buttons very, very convenient because they think that when they're driving, they can just change the temperature or change the fan speed as they want without even looking away, because they know where the button is. They just reach it and that's it. So I think they're very convenient as well. So you have heated seat in this car, and everything is here for the climate control. So a little bit higher, right in the center of the dashboard, you do have this 10.1-inch touchscreen. That is the MMI system. So you can control everything in the car using this screen right there. So this screen is very user friendly. You can just slide everything. So, and one thing that is cool about it is that when you click on something, you can hear the click. This is the haptic feedback that they have in the screen that will let you know. You hear the click sound and you also feel it, and as you press the icon, so you can know exactly that you press something, and you can see exactly what you press, because the icons are really big, so there's no way you can mistakenly just click on something else. So now one thing I like in all Audi is when you go to Audi Drive Select, you can see a render of the car coming, and this is where you have all the drive modes. All right, so now moving on to the driver's side. So you have this 12.3-inch screen. This is the Audi Virtual Cockpit Plus. So this is like the second generation of Audi Virtual Cockpit. It looks so crisp. It is HD, so you can see everything, however how bright the sun is outside, you're still gonna see. However dark it is at night, you're still gonna see. You're gonna see everything clear. Everything is clear, just like a clear water in the ocean or in a river. So crystal clear. All right, so you have a multi-function steering wheel here that will help you control this screen right there. So over there you have 2 different views. You can have a bigger view and a smaller one. So you have information about the car, you have information about your media, you have information about navigation, and you can also make phone calls from this screen right there when you're connected to the Bluetooth. But when you're connected to Audi, to the Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, then you would need to make your phone call from there. But Other than that, this is what you have here. And at last, you do have um, wireless Apple CarPlay in the car and Android Auto as well. So one last thing here, so you have the Sonos sound system in this car, and you do have 15 speakers. In some other cars, you would get the Bang & Olufsen sound system. This is the more premium and luxurious sound system they have. And then they have the Sonos now, which is great as well, and they still have Bose in some other cars. So since the sound system is really, really good in the car, so that's for sure. So now let's talk about the engine. Okay, so now let's see how it looks underneath the bonnet. Let's pop it open. Okay, so this car is powered by a 2-liter i4 engine that can produce around 228 horsepower with 256 pound-feet of torque. So Audi judged that this car can go from 0 to 60 in about 6 to 7 seconds. So as you can tell, it's not insanely powerful, but it has decent amount of power compared to other brands like Toyota, Hyundai, depending on the model. So I'm not dissing on anybody, so you can see the fact sheets to compare them in terms of power or whatever you want to look into the car. So this engine is controlled by an 8-speed automatic gearbox with 5 different modes. So you have auto, dynamic, comfort, and individual, and you do have off-road in this car. So you can take this car off-roading. So the fuel efficiency in this car is about 21 miles per gallon in the city and 28 on the highway. So now let's take the Q3 for a drive. All right, so now let's see what the Q3 is like to drive. So right now I am kicking off in comfort mode. So I can tell you that the car is absolutely loose. It's absolutely calm. It's not doing it's not making me do any effort with the steering wheel. It's very loose, very comfortable. It's still accurate, that's the thing, but you can feel how light the steering wheel is right now. So that's the great thing about comfort mode. So the suspension do the same thing, sucking up the bumps underneath you. So you're just riding like comfortably, no effort whatsoever. So I'm going around this corner right here. You do have the Quattro all-wheel drive system in this car. That's gonna send power to the wheel that you need the most. That's what the Quattro all-wheel drive is good for, and you cannot beat an Audi in a wet surface. That for sure, I can guarantee it. So this car, while we're in comfort mode, before I switch to dynamic, I can tell you a little bit about the safety features in this car. So you pretty much have 360 view camera in this car. You have top view, you have front, back, and side cameras. So you have a lot of safety features, like in terms of camera, parking aid, that will help you keep the car intact pretty much. Also, you have adaptive cruise control in this car, so with distancing and traffic jam assist. So pretty much you can set a distance between you and the car up front and just put the car in cruise control, and it's just gonna keep accelerating and decelerating for you, so without you having to do it. And if you get to a traffic, it's just gonna stop completely and pick up at the speed that you already set the cruise control for. So this is good safety feature right there. And you do have the Audi pre-sense, so when you're about to impact an object and you don't realize, or at high speed, so the car is gonna brake itself as hard as it can to try to prevent you from crashing into that object. But you do also have all your airbags in the car, so front, side, knee, and overhead airbag in the car. That's gonna keep you protected in case of emergency. But also you have the lane keeping assist in the car. Once you have it activated, it's gonna keep the car centered. So if you were to swerve left or right unexpectedly and about to cross the line, the car is gonna bring itself back to center and help you not hit anything on the side, even if you don't have anything to your side. And you do have blind spot assist in the car as well, that will illuminate on the mirror, each mirror, when you have something in your blind spot. So that's how efficient the Audi safety features are in this car. So this is some of them, and my most favorite definitely and most useful in the car. But there is other safety features in the car, like your seat belt. So I don't even need to mention that, but there's others. But that was the main important ones. All right, so now I'm getting to a point where I'm about to put the car in dynamic mode and see what it's like to drive and how the engine is going to react on that mode. All right, just gonna make this turn right here. So the car is a short SUV, so it's not long, so pretty much you can turn around as easy as you can. So let me just put it in dynamic mode. All right, so now I'm dynamic and sport mode. So now you can hear that the engine is making way more effort. So that's how responsive the cars get when you put them in dynamic mode. So they get more responsive, throttle response is better. But the only thing is that this car, you already know, it's not super powerful. It's just 228 horsepower in this car, so it's not super powerful. It's nothing that you're gonna be racing other moms and dad on the street with. So I'm not saying this is a mom car, but young people do have this car. It's very practical. There's space to carry a lot of people for partying. So this car can do anything you want. It's very practical. Everything in it is convenient. Height, size, everything is convenient in this car. So it's gonna be a great purchase if you get this car. And it's not, Audi is one of the top sellers for no reason. So people know what they like, people know what they need the car for. All right, fam, thank you so much for watching this review about the 2023 Audi Q3 right here, this gorgeous car. So if you're interested in this car, feel free to give a call to Audi West Chapel. You can ask for Isa at Audi West Chapel and she will help you wherever you are in the country. So no worries about that. So this car starts right around $43,000 and is equipped with pretty much anything that you need, safety-wise or luxury-wise. So this car right here, if you enjoyed this review or learn anything new about the car, feel free to give me a big thumbs up. So if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button right now so you don't miss out on any other video that I'll post in the future, and also enjoy the other reviews that I already have on the channel. So now, until we meet again, let's keep riding.